Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Hot Mess Healing. I am Justin.
And I'm Kelly.
Do we still have to keep saying our names at this point, you think?
I feel like it's brand recognition. So you
Okay.
guys are going to be hearing our names a lot. Poor
Okay.
Justin is a little sleep deprived this morning. The dog kept you up all night.
The dog kept me and my wife all night. Oh my God. Thank God my wife is a saint and she actually went on the couch to sleep with him for a few hours because I tried and he was not having it and he wanted her. So she did that. And then I think he fell asleep finally for all of us at like 5 a.m. or something.
Gosh, this is just preparing you for if you guys decide to have children. So, like, welcome to the almost world of parenting.
Welcome to the almost world of parent. We are going to be having children. So this incident,
There you go.
hopefully my children don't bite my hands as much as this dog has done.
Oh,
Because
they will. Yeah.
my wife so for those who don't know, my wife's a therapist too. She got asked this week by a client, is she self-harming?
What?
Yeah. Like, because it looks like,
What happened?
because her hands are cut up from the dog.
Oh, okay. I thought it just came out of left field. I'm like, wait, what? Why did it?
No, that's like a weird.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did make that a weird transition, but like that's literally someone asked her like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
Oh my gosh. Oh, what a sweet gesture of a client to be like,
I know.
that's really nice of
Like,
them to even
I
ask
know,
that.
like actually concerned. I know, it was sweet. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're going to address the elephant in the room right now. And we're going to literally just touch on this for like a minute or so because we want this to be a place of disassociation and just a fun place to be, disconnect from the world. But I feel like this story is like the biggest thing in the political sphere and pop culture, so we kind of have to touch on it. So as many of you know at this point, former President Donald Trump was shot in Pennsylvania. He's fine. I believe there was one dead at the scene. I don't have many words. I'm just kind of out here just hoping other people are okay and all that kind of stuff. I'm just kind of still in shock from it because at the time of this recording, it's been less than 24 hours.
Yeah. It's horrifying, and yet another therapy. My mind immediately goes to getting therapy for the people that were there, that saw that are
Mm-hmm.
affected by this tragedy, and it's horrifying. And I hope we never become numb to this stuff. I think gun violence is a huge issue in America, and again, I think a lot of us are becoming numb, but it's just every single time it's just senseless and shocking and horrifying, and sometimes there's just no words. Thoughts and prayers, I feel like, are not enough. I don't know. Again, this is a whole other topic, but we're here for anyone that's ever experienced any kind of trauma. Certainly there's help for people that were there, but it's just terrible, horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is incredibly shocking. I'm pretty sure this is the first. I don't even know if this was technically an assassination attempt. I think they're still investigating it, but that's what they're labeling it in the media right now. But this was like the first time, like in my life, I like witnessed something like this. So it's kind of like a little bit more jarring. So I don't know. I think you're right. I think thoughts and prayers are the last thing we need right now. We need more than this, but right now I think we're all just kind of processing, but we just wanted to acknowledge it because we come on here and have fun and laugh and we don't want to look tone deaf, but we want this to be a fun place for you all. So yeah. Okay. So with that being said, hopefully everybody's okay and hopefully there are some services happening for those people and all that. So, all right. Well, let's move right along. So you've had an interesting week or so, I believe.
Yes. Are we going to talk about my embarrassing
Yes, we are.
moment? Okay, so you guys, I had a falling out with someone about, a year and a half ago. And I was just looking through our old text messages, honestly trying to find a picture. Somehow, and I don't know how okay, you have to realize this person and I have not spoken like almost 2 years either. Somehow, during my scroll down memory lane, I happened to like hold a message that I had sent and hearted it. Sheer panic, sweating, tingles up my spine, starting to shake. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? I immediately unheart the message. I think, okay, no harm is done. No harm, no foul. All of a sudden, I realize this person gets notified that I have unhearted a message.
My
And then in a
stomach would
panic,
be all the way down in my ass.
I'm like, if any of all people. And so then I panic. I think I called you and your wife and we were testing it out. I'm like, oh my God, did you get a notification? I called my cousin. Oh no. Am I back?
You're back. I think it'll edit itself out too, so it's fine.
So yeah, in a panic, I call you, your wife, my cousin, another friend, and then I proceed to heart and unheart messages from all of you guys. And you all inform me that it does indeed notify you of my heart, notify you of my unheart, and shove the message all the way up to the top. So that was mortifying. I feel like everyone's been there. Whenever, if you're in a deep stalk of someone, you accidentally heart something on Instagram or like a Facebook post or an old text. Yeah, so it was embarrassing. I think I just need to be more aware of what my fingers are doing on my phone.
And you were like, and so what were you exactly trying to do? I think you were trying to find a photo, you said, or something.
A picture of us, yes, from a couple years ago, just literally scrolling. I swear to you, I was just trying to save an old photo. I don't even know how that happened. It was a message I had sent, boop, little heart, and then unsent. So I don't know. I never heard from the person. So I don't know if they saw it or not, but it's just embarrassing. So yeah.
Oh my god, I think I've been there though before. I was like looking for a photo like about a year or two ago for someone's Facebook page. It was like from like 10 years ago when I was looking or something weird. And it was something I had not talked to, but I was
Yes.
trying to find something.
Yeah.
And like I ended up reacting to something of theirs from like 7 years ago. So
Okay.
I totally get. I think like Facebook's honestly though, I feel like a text message isn't as bad because you have stuff that you've shared. You could argue if it ever came up. Like Facebook is almost worse because it's like, what are you doing
What
lurking my
are you going
profile?
to my personal profile? Yes. And I think it just goes to show like we all do embarrassing stuff. Life happens.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous. I'm mortified, but now I can look back. If anyone else had done it, I would be laughing at them. So
Mm. I mean, it's
laugh at
what
yourself.
if
Learn
it's.
to laugh at this. You have to, I mean, it is absurd. It's ridiculous. Like life is ridiculous. Sometimes you have to just laugh at it because it's just like, what's the alternative? I crawl in a hole and like die out of embarrassment. I think I'll just laugh at it instead.
I was gonna say dying's not really much of an option, so
Let's not do that. No.
let's not do
So
that.
yeah,
Absolutely not.
I
Okay, well,
survived. It's been, I think that was a week ago, right?
I think so.
Because
Yeah, because
you were gone.
I,
You guys were out of
oh
town
yeah, I
last
was
week.
on my
Yeah.
trip. Yeah, I was on my trip when you
Yes.
texted me. I'm literally like just waking up as we're getting ready to leave, and you're like FaceTiming me this story.
Your wife's like, what is going on exactly? But sometimes
Uh,
you just need to panic and vent to your friends. And yeah, I survived. So here we are.
Here we are. Well, if you have any updates, let us know because we need to hear
I will. I
this.
felt like I said, it's been a week. It's been a week. I haven't heard from the person. So hopefully we're both ignoring it at this point.
Hmm. Exactly. Well, speaking of
Good.
awkward friend interactions and all that, we have a cool letter from somebody. So Kelly has
Yes.
that, and we are going to do an Ask Kelly and Justin anything, and we're gonna see what
Yep.
we think.
All right. So, yes, this was a viewer letter. And if you guys have any questions, please send it to us on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So, this one goes Dear Kelly and Justin, I hope this letter finds you well. It did not. I was in mere panic, but that's okay. I'm seeking your advice on a situation with my ex best friend. 2 years ago, she betrayed my trust by sharing intimate details about my relationship. Recently, we crossed paths at a club, but I chose not to engage due to our past. She felt upset by my lack of acknowledgement. Some friends say I should address the issue directly, while others mention her history of not keeping secrets. So I'm torn between their opinions and my feelings of hurt and betrayal. I'm uncertain how to proceed and appreciate your insights on relationships, trust, and forgiveness. Thank you for your time and wisdom. Someone called us wise. Look at that. How nice is that? We love our viewers.
Someone called us wise.
All
I'm
right,
just out.
Anonymous.
I'm just out here trying to like just figure out
Mhm.
how to adult for the day, and I'm getting called wise. So that's great.
Yeah, I mean, we're barely, I don't feel like an adult, but I certainly am age wise. So with this, I've actually kind of had some experience like this. I feel like sometimes once you're done with a relationship, you are done with that relationship and you need to keep that door closed. That's my personal opinion on that. If you're done, whether it's a family member, a friend, if there's something toxic in your life and you threw out the trash, we don't bring the trash back into our house. We leave it out there. It's in the dump. We don't think about it again.
Yeah.
If there's any reason that you choose to rekindle that friendship, you want to try to build the trust again, certainly reach out and perhaps start that process. But those are my thoughts. What would you do?
I mean, one of the things I'm just thinking about for this letter in particular is it sounded what they say it was like 2 years since they met,
Something like that.
something like
It
that.
didn't. I
So
don't think it said exact. Oh yeah, 2 years. So it's been 2 years. Yes. Yeah.
okay, so like this person saw them, they like saw them walk in or whatever they did, and then our writer just like kind of was like went about their business. But then that
Mhm.
tells me right there that they either have some mutual friends, someone's talking about someone in here, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, why are you like not reaching out to begin with, but you're now you just see her at this club and you think that she has to reach out to you. I don't really understand like why this ex friend is even mad at this. And she's the one who shared all the details about whatever it was that they shared. So why are you the
Yeah.
one who's like, why didn't she even say anything to me?
Right. I mean, maybe it's an ego thing, like, how dare you not acknowledge me?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's awkward. Like, you're basically pretending you don't know this person who was a big part of your life. It's just, this stuff, breakups, whether it's a friend or a relationship, are freaking hard. And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. It's just awkward. I feel like it's always going to be awkward.
Friend breakups almost most of the time anyway, they're like worse than like
Yeah.
relationship breakups.
Yes. I agree. I agree.
I'm just like, and then the other part I'm thinking of too is like, I'm just thinking of like friend drama, having everything kind of like all the mutual friends there. So that tells me in some hemisphere, even though they haven't talked in 2 years,
Mhm.
they interact and maybe not interact, but they're involved in some type of way because they're probably mutual friends somewhere. If you're hearing about it anyway, like if you just like, this isn't like a solo friend you cut off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I guess my thoughts are like, this friend could have reached out at any point. Why do you think that they need to reach out to you when you're just passing them at a club randomly all of a sudden?
Yeah, the world is small and big at the same time. You're going to run into people. And again, I think like if you have no desire to have this person back in your circle, keep it
Mm-hmm.
moving. That's okay. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't even owe anyone saying hello. I mean, I always err on the side of like being polite and maybe like saying hello, but you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like keep it moving. If you don't want them in your life, they're gone for a reason. So, and
Mm-hmm.
I also think too, like unless someone's truly like remorseful, apologetic, working hard to build that trust back again, I don't think it should be on the one who was betrayed to necessarily like have to start that process, which it sounds like this is what they're expecting, and it's almost backwards to me.
I'm almost wondering too, like maybe I'm reading into this too much, but I'm almost wondering what do they mean by intimate details? Like, are they just talking about like details of their like sex life, or was it like more
That's the
than
thing I'm
that? Like,
wondering.
was there like photos
Mhm.
involved? I don't know. There's like a lot of context. I still think you shouldn't have went around and told everybody, but it's like, was it just like an incident where it was like she was sharing things jokingly, drunk at a party, inappropriate, or was she showing like very invasive things? I don't know. I would probably still be mad either way, though. Honestly.
Of course. Yeah, because I mean, trust is such a big thing in any kind of relationship, and again, once that's broken, like oof, it can take years, if ever, to really truly move past that. And oh, that's tough. But I mean, clearly, it sounds like
Mm-hmm.
they haven't spoken in 2 years. There's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, sometimes time heals as well. So maybe I don't know if this writer saw her and was like, "Oh gosh, I miss you. I'd like to kind of revisit our friendship. We need more details." But
Yeah.
we're working with what we got here.
We're working with what we got. And also, just as a disclaimer, we're
Mhm.
not your guys' therapist, but we enjoy
No,
reacting to
we're
the
not.
letters. And we appreciate you
Yeah.
writing to us and calling us wise. So,
Yes. We should get like owl tattoos or something.
oh my God.
Matching
Just like a,
owl podcast
like
tattoos.
right on my neck.
I'll do like the wrist or something.
Go to the wrist. I know. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's so
Well, this was a fun episode to record, despite everything that's happening in the world right now. One more thing, y'all, before we get out, because we just announced this over the weekend, so we can actually announce it on here. So Kelly and I are actually speaking at a panel event that's virtual in September. It's called "Am I the Problem? Is It Me?" So we're taking on controversial topics in mental health. We're gonna have the link to register for that in the show notes, and it is a free event. So make sure you get your tickets, get them while they're still there. Their tickets are, I think we have like 250 tickets or something like that. So we can,
awesome.
I don't know. There's not a lot, so just make sure you grab them while you can for this really cool free event.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. It's going to be talking about stuff that, everyone wants to know about therapy or mental health that are afraid to ask. So join us. And then, too, if you ever want us to speak at your event or if you have like a corporate anything, Justin and I are available for anything. And despite sometimes our online demeanor, we can talk about really serious topics. We can make stuff lighthearted. So if you ever need speakers, virtual or in person, we will travel. Think about us. We can definitely bring some great mental health insight to you, your company, whatever it might be. So book
Absolutely, and
us.
we can make you laugh too. So
Yes, it'll be funny. Like again, we can pretty much talk about anything, and we're licensed professionals too. So keep
I
that
was to
in
say
mind.
we're not just randos out here. Like we're doing the damn
Mhm.
thing.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay.
All right. So this week, what's been your obsession, or what are you into?
Maybe not into because it's been just a super busy week, but I'm
Mhm.
obsessed with the fact that one of our close friends just got engaged, and we yesterday during the assassination attempt, actually, we were like we went to a surprise engagement party for them. So all of their friends kind of got in the house while he went and proposed to her, and it was really cool and it was really fun, and it was a really
Did you guys
it was a
know? Or
huh.
were you guys? Did you guys know? Did the audience know that there was an engagement coming, or was it a surprise to everyone?
We knew it was coming, but like
Okay.
he had texted all of us, hey, like be at the house at like this time. We're
Okay.
gonna be going here, and then we're throwing a surprise party and whatever. So we knew it was happening. We just didn't quite know when. And then he told us like for the month of July, like be on standby pretty much every weekend if you can. So we were like, thank
Yeah.
God, like July is somewhat of a it's like a busy but slow month. He picked the right weekend. Let's just say so.
Yes. Yes. Gosh, what have I been obsessed with this week? Just more like being more in the moment. I know I always
Yeah.
preach like being in the moment and being mindful to my clients. I'm trying to really work on that and stay in the present moment. I tend to catastrophize and worry about the future all the time. I need to plan everything. And I'm really trying, like the summer's flying by, it's like halfway over. So I'm really trying to be more intentional with like being in the moment, living for today, just enjoying and being grateful for stuff that I have instead of just, preaching that. I'm trying to practice it as well. So not
I
super glamorous, but got
Yeah.
to do it.
I love that. I think we need more of that in our lives for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, even enjoying like sometimes, we'll be like scarfing food down in between clients, and I'm like, okay, I want to enjoy. Am I enjoying this food? Like even tasting food, like just really slowing down a little bit and being more intentional. So
Oh, my
that's
whole
me.
thing for 2025 is I'm doing like a whole like rescheduling thing right now. So I'm restructuring everything to go into effect in August. But by
Mhm.
2025, I want with my clients to have a half-hour gap in between each one because I'm tired of like just
Nice.
putting people back to back to back and then just rushing to the next one. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I know. I sometimes only have like five. I'm supposed to have 10 minutes in between, but you chat, you're scheduling the next session, and then before you know it, it's like in one door out the next. So it's yeah, taking that. You need the time. We can't be like rushing through life. You got to just like have some time for yourself.
Exactly. No, completely agree. Oh my goodness. All right. Well,
All right.
everybody,
Well,
until next time.
yeah,
Wait,
sorry.
would you?
I'm just like thinking.
I,
I'm just thinking of us traveling. I want someone to book us so we can do like a fun in-person conference. So
I would love
that's maybe
that.
we're manifesting that before the end of the year. We're going to travel somewhere together and do
We are going to
just
throw. We're going to speak at some conference or some event, even if we have to
yeah.
throw it ourselves. I don't really care at this point, but we are going. So somebody needs to
Yes.
book us.
Yes. And also, we're going to start having some in person guests and hopefully recording in person soon. So keep an eye out for that. But until then, thank you guys for joining us this week. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye, guys.
Okay.